Hi everyone, my name's Alison and welcome to my channel, Ancient Oak Psychic Arts. Today I'm going to do a love reading for the sign of Sagittarius. I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy, look at any guidance and advice from Spirit, and also look at any opportunities or challenges that you have coming in and how you can use this to your advantage. So if this is your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, this is your reading. And remember, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. And just a reminder, I have a brand new announcement. If you didn't see the short, I now have a membership available on my YouTube channel. Yay! That's right. So I've got 3 different tiers. If that's something you're interested in joining to support the channel, go ahead and check it out. There's 3 different tiers. And I did a separate short video on it if you want to see that also. But it's something that YouTube's been emailing me for, so I decided to go ahead and give it a shot, and I'm really excited by it. I think we're going to have a great group of people. We already do anyways. I'm so happy with this channel and the people, and especially we see people show up in the live for the chat, and really just a great, great community. I've got wonderful moderators, too, that help me with that. So look for that. Look for the membership if that's something you're interested in. And also, you can go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com, and there you can sign up for the free newsletter that's at the bottom of every single page. The link is in the description below. There you can sign up for that free newsletter. You can also book a personal reading with me, the missing person consultation, and go to a section called the Learning Center. And there you can see I have my 16-week manifestation masterclass coming out June 1st. I'm really proud of this class, 16 weeks, because you need that amount of time to make that shift inside every cell of your body. That's the point. We do meet weekly, and I hold you accountable to make sure that you are doing what it is that you need to do to make that necessary shift. Ask any questions in real time. After you do the work each week, at home, you're going to be seeing stuff online. Anyways, take a look at that and see if that's something that you're interested in. I'm really excited for that class. You will be able to sign up next week. Easter is tomorrow, and next week my web designer will have that on the website for people to be able to sign up, but it launches ready to go on June 1st. So super excited for that. Also, under the Learning Center, I have private lessons. If you don't know that, I do tarot, manifestation, and raising your vibration if that's something you're interested in. And I also have an affiliate area on my website now called Alison's Picks. I have 2 products up there, Skin Like Butter. Her body butters are phenomenal. She makes soap by hand. If you do order the soap, just know it takes 2 weeks to cure. It's made fresh per order. Who does that anymore? I love it. So definitely check that out. 175 different scents. There's some specifically for men if you're looking for that, but a lot of them are gender neutral. They're beautiful. They're luscious. They're so healthy for you. And Rogers Hood Apothecary. If you didn't see my interview, I interviewed the founder, Kim Rogers. I did that maybe 2-3 weeks ago. And we talk about the parasite cleanse, we talk about the mold cleanse, and the lymphatic cleanse, and the fulvic soak. Definitely check that out. I know it could be an uncomfortable topic, but you know what? It's a necessary one. And if you have a warm body, you have parasites. That's the world we live in. That's biology. So definitely go ahead and check it out. All right, so I have cleansed, shuffled, and meditated, and I have asked for the strongest energy to come through in the cards before I even got started. So let's see what the universe wants to tell Sagittarius today. So this is for all the Sagittarians that are single and looking for love. I want to make sure I say that. All right, here we go. What does the universe want to tell Sagittarius today? We have the Page of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune turns in your favor. We have the 2 of Wands. We have the Temperance card. Oh my God, they're lining up for you. Jesus, look at this. This is how it is on my table. The Wheel of Fortune, and then if you know me, this is the lottery. This is the King of Pentacles, the Hermit, because that's the Hermit character in this deck, and all 4 aces. This is better than an ace, and it's lining up for you just like this. Wow. Your present energy, guidance, and advice from Spirit. Oh my God. 10 of Pentacles. I love this for you. Your opportunity is the Fool. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Your challenge is the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, Sagittarius, you have a lot going on. Wow. So let's look around the room. We have 1, 2, 3 major arcana. We have the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Temperance card. Wow. Okay. So a lot of really good information here for you. And I'm telling you, a lot is coming in for you. And I have to say, with this Temperance card, you have shown up in a position of strength and power in your own reading. It's called the Forge in this deck, but it is the Temperance card. So let's go ahead and start. So in your recent past, we have this Page of Pentacles. This is my Hamlet card. This is to act or not to act, to be or not to be. And this is you figuring out what exactly it is that you want in a relationship, what you're looking for in love. This is telling me that for some of you, you can be a little gun shy right now. So maybe you're in this phase where you're trying to figure out exactly what it is that you want. You're looking at all the previous relationships. You're looking at your relationships not just as a romantic, looking back at your past good and bad relationships. You're looking at friendships. You're looking at your relationship with your family, right? So you're looking at all of them and you're seeing what works and what doesn't work in a type of relationship for you. This tells me that maybe you had a couple of bad experiences and that makes you a little gun shy because now you're like, you know what? I don't want to repeat that pattern again. I don't want to have what happened before, and maybe it's a couple of times, happen again. What do I really want? What am I doing wrong? Or what do I want to do differently? And so you're now slowing down, and that's good that you're going slow. You know that there's something going on there, and you're trying to figure it out. What is it that I want? Then in your present energy, it's the Wheel of Fortune. This is luck and right timing. The wheel literally turns in your favor right now. This is your present energy. That tells me that you definitely have love around you. Someone is presenting, did present, is about to present, you know, depending on where you are in the journey. But that tells me that you will definitely be meeting someone. And it could be a soulmate relationship with the Wheel of Fortune presenting. Because that's telling me it's luck and right timing and that's something that is your destiny. Something that's really coming in that's got a lot of depth to it. Then we look at your near future and the Two of Wands. Again, this is you clarifying your intention and figuring it out. So we've got two cards where you're really trying to figure out exactly what it is that you want. They're slightly different. One is in Pentacles, which was the first card, and the other one is about taking action. It's the Two of Wands, but you need to clarify your intention because you can't get what you want until you know what you want, right? Otherwise, you're just flailing around. You're floundering out there, trying to figure out what is going on. So it's really getting some clarity in your head on what it is that you're looking for right now. What's a healthy relationship, a loving relationship, monogamous relationship, you know, based on truth and respect. You know, you're looking at like the big encompassing ideas of a relationship. And I feel like you're really trying to solidify that in your mind, but you are a little gun shy. You really want love, but you're a little gun shy. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers for you. All right. Here we go. We have the Four of Wands, the card of marriage and freedom, Six of Cups, pure love. We have the Justice card, the Two of Wands, which is now here twice. And we've got the Eight of Cups and the Two of Swords. So this is very interesting. Let me show you. I'll tell you in a second. We've got this Page of Pentacles being clarified by the Four of Wands and the Six of Cups. Beautiful card of marriage, of freedom, of celebration. This gateway is wide open. 1111. I mean, so many things are lining up for you with this card. This is really saying that if you want love, you could actually be meeting marriage potential. You could be meeting a committed long-term relationship, whether you choose to get married or not. It's definitely coming in for you in your recent past. This is what I feel like you really want, is that type of relationship with that depth. With the Six of Cups here, this is about nostalgia, childhood, but this to me is about going back to a time before any bitterness or cynicism touched your heart, to go back to that time of pure love when you were a child. Now, as we get to be adults and things happen in life, sometimes bitterness or cynicism can start to crust over the heart because it's a protective mechanism. For me, someone that is bitter or cynical, it's because at one time they were a romantic and then they got hurt too often. It was one too many, and that hurt decided to crust over and to have a protective shield over the heart so that they won't get hurt anymore. It's the way the romantic protects itself. It turns bitter and cynical because they're pissed off, right? They want to be romantic and loving and everything, but when they get taken advantage of or they get hurt, and it happens again and again and again, you start to protect yourself, right? So I think for me, if you do have that bitterness or cynicism on your heart, it's a good opportunity to like brush it off, work that heart. It's a muscle. Bring this beautiful love back into your life. Vibe high. Love yourself and then love the environment, the world around you, and watch how quickly you attract love into your life because it's coming. You've got that beautiful wheel of fortune and we know you want this beautiful energy. And if you're not bitter or cynical, if you don't have that energy, if you have that big, beautiful heart, then it's even easier for you to step into this energy and really attract what it is that you're looking for, because it's definitely coming your way. Then we have, with this Wheel of Fortune, oops, hold on, that was me. With this Wheel of Fortune, luck and right timing. It's absolutely lining up for you. And you've got the Justice card and the Two of Wands. So I want to say the third card that's the main card in your near future is the Two of Wands, clarifying your intention. So Spirit is saying that twice. It's in your present energy and your near future. So that tells me that you really need to get it clear in your head what it is that you want and what you don't want, right? So start asking the question. So this is something that's really lining up for you. It's going to be balanced. This is something that is going to allow you to stand in your truth. It's something that is going to, I think, kind of be like the relationship that you feel that you deserve, right? Maybe you've given and given and given and you just had a bunch of takers, and now I feel like there's going to be more of a balancing act coming in where it's a beautiful give and take in the relationship. Someone that has a maturity of thought, they know your worth and value and you know your worth and value. That's what I feel is coming in for you with this Justice card. Again, you just need to clarify your intentions. What is it that you want? You cannot get what you want until you know what you want. You just can't. And that's you figuring it out. You're holding the world in your hand, but what is it that you want to bring in? What kind of relationship, right? What kind of person? You know, how do you want to live? Where do you want to live? What are you looking for? Do you want kids? No kids? What if there's kids from a previous marriage? How does that work? Right? You're looking at like the big picture. You know, and does this person really resonate with you? Are they hitting all the boxes that you want them to hit? Are there red flags? Is there anything that you're looking for? So, you know, you just go through everything and you ask all the different questions that you want to ask. Write it down. You don't have to show it to anybody. It's for your own edification. And then figure out what is going to be a very thriving, healthy relationship, because the wheel turns in your favor. But you've got to know what you want to be able to see the choice that's coming. Otherwise, it's going to pass you by. You have to do that work to figure out what it is that you want. All right, then we get into your near future. I'm saying it again because it's right here. So this card is here twice. That's Spirit saying, if you didn't hear me the first time, I want you to hear it again. Clarify your intention, what it is that you want. Tap into your intuition to do that, right? This tells me that you're not fully emotionally satisfied. You've got 8 cups. That's a lot. But you're missing the 9 and then to the 10. So you're willing to risk it all and walk away to pursue your passion to get that 9th cup, this emotional satisfaction. This is a love reading. So you are willing to risk it all to get the type of mate that you want. You're willing to risk it maybe for a soulmate type energy, right? And that's good, because that tells me that you're not going to settle, that you're looking for someone that is really in alignment for you. I need to turn my fan on. I'm having a meltdown in Florida. I'll be out soon. And then we've got the Two of Swords. This is telling me that you need to tap into your intuition. You might even have a blockage over your heart. Do you remember how I'm saying about the romantic, and they let that bitterness or cynicism crust over when they're no longer a romantic because they're pissed off or angry or hurt, whatever that might be, and it's crusted over. It's still in there somewhere, but it's crusted over as a protective mechanism. Well, you might still have that blockage. You see how she's blocking her heart chakra and her eyes are closed. Tap into your intuition and feel into things. Feel into your heart. Maybe that's what you can also do to pump that heart up. Now, swords are thoughts, words, and ideas. Maybe you need to intellectualize what's going on to your heart, have a conversation with your heart to get it up and running again. Use your intuition to make a decision and feel into your heart, and that will help guide you. That is your current energy. Now we're going to go ahead and look at the guidance and advice from Spirit. And here you are. Here's Temperance. It's called the Forge in this deck. This is you. You've shown up in a position of strength and power in your own reading. We also have the King of Pentacles, the Hermit, and all 4 aces, and the 10 of Pentacles. Spirit is saying everything that you want is right here. It's all lining up for you. All of it. You just have to figure out what it is that you want. Spirit wants you to be happy and successful. Things are lining up for you. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. You just have to figure out what it is that you actually want so that they can present it to you. This is very interesting. So this is you coming at it at a place of balance. So we're talking about love. So you've had good relationships and bad relationships, and now you're at that beautiful center of harmony and balance. It's not your first rodeo, right? This is you really being able to say, okay, I've met this person, they're nice, but they're not it. Or this person has got too many red flags, I can walk away now. You're able to see things for what they are, and it's not affecting you emotionally. You're looking at it and you're calling it out and seeing it for what it is, and that's healthy. It's allowing you to not get attached to things right away, right? You're not swinging or rushing into something. Remember, the very first card I pulled, you're waiting. You're not sure to act or not to act. You're taking your time. You're grounded, stable, secure, but you're taking your time. You're just not sure. So that's healthy. Take your time. There's no rush in any of this. You want to choose the right choice for you. This is you at a place of balance and harmony in that beautiful position of neutrality. Not overly emotional, not overly rational. You're just beautiful, right in the center, that beautiful harmony. I think it's a very healthy choice for you. Then we have the King of Pentacles, the Hermit, all 4 aces. So this King is a Pentacles, so you're grounded, stable, secure, very practical. You like structure. You've worked really hard to get to this position. Look how jolly he is. He's so happy. He's achieved his idealized life, and this is what you're striving for. This is what Spirit is reminding you of. You're striving for this. And he's got the Hermit. You have some enlightenment to keep this, to keep the life you want. You have the enlightenment to walk away from any type of toxicity. You have the enlightenment to see who's a good catch, who's in alignment with you. You have the discernment, and you've done some dark nights of the soul, and you've gotten that knowledge and wisdom from those life lessons. This is a beautiful card for you. This is like winning the lottery. Every tarot reader has their own unique relationship with every individual deck. For me, this is like winning the lottery. All 4 aces. You've got the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords is giving you a triumphant breakthrough and clarity. You are now able to see through everything, what's going on in your life, and who it is that's around you, who resonates and who doesn't. Just because everyone is nice doesn't mean it's a potential mate. They could make a great friend, co-worker, everything else, but you're looking for someone that I feel is marriage material, whether you choose to get married or not, long-term committed relationship. You're looking for that depth, right? Someone that you're not going to get bored with is what you're looking for. So we're looking for that triumphant breakthrough and clarity. Then we have the Ace of Cups. That's you being in the flow, right? Mind, body, soul, all the way up to spirit. You're in that flow of love, of harmony. You're tapped into your intuition. That is also the Ace of Love, your emotions, right? Your connection to source. Maybe you're now deepening your connection to spirit because you're becoming more and more awake spiritually. And maybe that is a strength that helps give you guidance. Your spirit guides, your guardian angels, whoever, your ancestors coming in to help guide you because they are there, right? It's getting these beautiful divine downloads. Trusting your intuition, right? And all aces are gifts and blessings from the universe and new opportunities. And you have 4 so far, and I'm not even done pulling the cards. Then the third ace is the Ace of Wands. That is the ace that says a passionate new beginning. It's that beautiful spark that's coming in, and how perfect for love, right? It's having that enthusiasm, that spark. It's out with the old, in with the new. So it's really beautiful energy coming in for you. Remember, the wheel turns in your favor. Then we have the final ace, which is the Ace of Pentacles, which is this King's Ace. That Ace of Pentacles is literally a golden opportunity being presented to you in the 3D. That is a relationship coming in, a person coming in. And there might be several people that present. It's up to you to use your discernment, use your intuition to choose who is appropriate for you, right? Who are you attracted to? And it's not a trauma loop attraction, right? You don't want that old pattern that is negative, that hasn't worked out. You're looking for a healthy pattern. So that's what's coming in for you. Then the final card, before I get clarifiers, is this 10 of Pentacles. This is you in your idealized life. This is the card everybody wants. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. This is the 3D world. Friends, family, pets under the table. They have enlightenment because they know what is important to them. Friends, family, pets under the table. Everything else is just icing on the cake. That's going to be your finances, your health. That's going to be travel, location, housing, everything else in the 3D. But this is so important for you. This is making you happy and healthy, and it's your support system. All right, let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. I love it. The Ace of Wands. The Page of Swords. Jesus, you can't make this up. The King of Pentacles being clarified by the King of Pentacles. Now, for me, in this deck, it's just the King of Pentacles. This is the deck that's the lottery. King of Pentacles, Hermit, all 4 aces. But isn't that interesting? The King of Pentacles clarifying the King of Pentacles. Sagittarius, I love it. Oh my God, now you have the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. Like I said, the 2 cards everybody wants. Things are lining up for you. You just got to figure out what you want. Then we have the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Wow, Sagittarius. So you, the Temperance card right here, being clarified by the Ace of Wands. A passionate new beginning, that spark of inspiration, enthusiasm, out with the old, in with the new. Something is coming in big for you. You could actually be traveling somewhere. Maybe you got a job transfer, you just decided to move, and everything is going to be new where you're at. New friends, new work, new job, new everything, right? New food. And then we have this Page of Swords. This is you asking all the questions. You're looking for answers. You are not just sitting back. You're really trying to gain those answers because the very first card, you don't know. You're trying to figure it out. So you're now asking these questions to gain these answers. Remember, this is the guidance and advice from Spirit. Start asking questions. Like I said, start asking yourself these questions and know your worth and value and the worth and value that you bring to a relationship. Because I personally don't want to see you settle or go for someone that is not up to par for you. I want to see you find someone that's your equal or better. So know your worth and value, right? Then we have this King of Pentacles being clarified by this King of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. So again, this is about you knowing your worth and value, knowing your worth and value of the pentacle, or the worth and value of the pentacle. This is you living your idealized life. This is you working really hard to get to this position, and you're going to hold on to it. This is you really having a certain skill set that is unique to you, and you're able to use it to help you move along in the 3D. So that could be a job skill. It could be a communication skill. That it was something that is unique to you that really helps you achieve things in your life. That's part of what's coming in on that card for you. Then we have this 10 of Cups. This is happy, joyful family. This is the idealized card that everybody wants. And these people have chosen to be happy. So this is you. You have chosen happiness, right? You're choosing love. You're choosing to be happy. You're choosing a happy, healthy relationship. So if you see toxicity, it's to call it out for what it is. If you see a red flag, don't ignore it. Pay attention to it because it's there. It's telling you something. Use your intuition to feel into it. We've got this beautiful 10 of Cups. Spirit wants you to be happy. Then we have the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups rolls right into the 10 of Pentacles. And again, friends, family, pets under the table, and enlightenment to hold on to it, being clarified by the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Cups. So this Queen of Swords came out first, and she has her back to the past. She also has her head above the clouds, so she now has her clarity. She's able to see things clearly for the first time, right? She's worked hard to get above the clouds. And she also has her sword of truth. So she's able to cut out things that are not resonating with her, things that are not truthful for her, things that are, let's say, BS. She calls it out. She doesn't tolerate it. That's why we love her. Because she's looking for the truth. And she's looking towards your future. So this is, like I said, for some of you, if you're changing some patterns, this is an excellent opportunity for you to transform yourself with that butterfly. A lot of clarity is coming in for you and trusting your intuition. Then we also have this Knight of Cups, the Knight of Love, and he is walking towards your future, bringing his cup of love. Follow your heart. That will not lead you astray. Follow your heart, and your mind is right there. It's very clear. Right? It's about you not fooling yourself and not letting anybody else fool you, using your discernment, but you're following your heart. You're doing something that's in alignment for you. You're following your heart here too. You're not settling. So that's a big theme here for you. Okay, so that's the guidance and advice from Spirit. Now let's go ahead and look at your opportunity and your challenge. Your opportunity is the Fool, to take that leap of faith, to take a new journey. This is the next chapter in your life, so you have an opportunity for that. Now, that could be you just figuring out what it is that you want because you need to get that clarity, and that is the beginning of your journey. It could be you meeting someone. That's the next chapter of your life. Whatever it is, you have this leap of faith coming in for you, this new journey with the Fool. Because in the tarot, this is the 0 card. Let me see. I'm trying to read it in the camera. That's the 0 card. That's the Fool's journey. From the major arcana, right? You go from the 0, the Fool, up to the 21, which is the World card. This is you now starting this next chapter of your life, and you're taking your knowledge, your wisdom, and your life experience with you as you start this new chapter. So it's, again, looking at your past relationships to see what it is that you want moving forward. Your challenge is the 7 of Pentacles. Is the challenge impossible? No. Challenge just means you have to spend a little more time working at it, and it's so rewarding when you achieve it. It just means you have to spend a little more time. It's a little harder than the opportunity, which is so easy. It's right there for you to pluck. So this new chapter is so ridiculously easy. You're going to like trip over it. That's how easy it is for you. But this says that you have a lot of choices coming your way, and maybe you have a hard time deciding because you don't have your clarity. Let's go ahead and get some clarifiers to find out. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Devil card. We have the Emperor. And we've got the 10 of Wands. So going back to your opportunity to start there, we have the Fool, taking that leap of faith, that new beginning, that new chapter being clarified by the Knight of Wands and the Devil card. So to take that leap of faith, I feel like you're going to really rush in and you really want to make something happen. Be careful of toxicity around you. This is a warning card. So for me, this isn't the Capricorn energy because sometimes it can be, which is really good. To me, this is a warning that there might be toxic people around you, and these toxic people might rush in and try and sweep you off your feet. You know, it's that kind of energy where they're wearing a mask and you think that they're really lovely when in fact they're not. They're hiding something, and they're hiding something toxic. This could be, just a toxic behavior. Maybe it's an addiction or a habit or something like that. Maybe they're not who they say they are. Male or female, it doesn't matter, right? But this is like, so they could be rushing right in because you're on this next chapter. So using your discernment to see this toxic behavior and then knowing how you want to handle it will really benefit you. But I think that they would rush in. I think that this could also be you rushing away, right? Because this is rushing in and rushing out, and he's the builder. I think you really want to build something happy, healthy, and that's long lasting. And so when you see this, you need to address it. It's not to run from it. It's to call it out for what it is, turn around and walk the other way, whatever it is that you're going to do to handle this type of negativity or toxicity, and you just do what is appropriate, because you don't want it to stunt this new journey for you, and you don't want it to stunt your wheel of fortune, luck and right timing. Okay, the devil is not lucky, but when you see it, be aware of it and go away. But that's not advice. I'm just saying, just keep it in mind. That's your opportunity. Your challenge is the Seven of Pentacles, to have these choices. And they are being clarified by the Emperor and the Ten of Wands. So your choices, it's about you being a boss. You really need to take charge. So I'm going to keep going back to this. This is Hamlet. It's a young energy. He's not sure what he wants, to be or not to be, to act or not to act. This is the Emperor. He's got that old beard. He's not young. He's mature. He's experienced. He's a take charge. He knows exactly what he wants. He has patience, and he knows what to do to get there. This is part of what it will take to find these choices. It's about you taking charge and stepping up as a boss and figuring out what it is that you want and taking action on it. So that's huge. It's about you really knowing the resonance, knowing what you want. And that's what this whole reading is coming down to. Clarify your intention. The Ten of Wands, this is about you paying attention to where your energy is going. The Ten of Wands can be a card of burnout. It can be a card of taking on so many responsibilities because you want a big harvest to come in. But at the same time, you're burning yourself out. So because this is a 10, take a look at that. Maybe you need to dial it back to 7. And then that, when you're looking at the 8, 9, and 10 of Wands, maybe that's something you delegate to somebody else. Maybe you put it on the back burner and you allow that to sit while you're working on those 7. When you complete one, then you can pull one out. Maybe you don't even need some of these anymore. You're just doing it through habit and routine. Take a look at where your energy is going, because for me as a reader, when this card comes out, it's about you paying attention to where your energy is going, any energy vampires around you. Take a look at that, because you do have the devil here. Is there someone toxic that's taking your energy, right? It's a real thing, so take a look at that. But this could also be that, if you keep going the way you're going, the next step is that you physically get sick. So for me, as a reader, when I read for people privately, this could be that they're so stressed out or so taxed out on so many levels. The next step is they get sick, they get a cold or flu, because that's the body saying, you know what, if you won't take a time out, we're going to force you to be in bed, and then you have to delegate these assignments to other people. So it's that kind of energy that's coming through. So just take a look at that, because he has all the energy and he is able to delegate. He is an emperor. So take a look at your energy, because it will allow you to see the choices and to choose correctly. Because the key with this card is you want to choose whatever door you choose. Let's say the other doors go away. So let's say you choose that one. They all go away. Will they come back? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it's new doors. But whatever choice you finally decide on, that's the door you're going to pursue. That's the path you pursue for a while until you are not, period. Okay? Then it could be something else. All right. That is your opportunity. That's your challenge. It's there for everybody, but not everybody grabs it, yet it is available. If you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment if this resonates with you. And definitely leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. You know I'm getting ready to travel soon. I'm going to New Zealand and Australia and the end of May. I'm super excited. Buying my ticket next week. And I can know where everybody else is, because I'm going to put you on my travel list. I'm doing speaking engagements and I'm doing in-person readings, which is so much fun. I can't wait. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely go ahead and sign up for the newsletter. And don't forget, you can go ahead and join my membership, which is now on YouTube. So that is going to be, I don't know where it's at. I think it's just basically when you go to the channel, when it says subscribe, then it'll say join. So go ahead and join the membership if you are so inclined. It definitely supports the channel. Sign up for the free newsletter that's at the bottom of every single page on my website. You can also check out my interview with Kim Rogers, and I go live twice a week if you don't know that. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Thursday, it's in the morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I answer your questions. It is by donation. It's a $10 minimum. And people submit their questions in advance through PayPal, Venmo, and now I just added Stripe. So that will be up there available. I can't talk. That will be available for this next Tuesday. And if it is live, you can do PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, and a super chat. I just ask that you do the others because when you do a super chat, YouTube takes 40%. It's ridiculous. So that's the only way I ask it. But some people don't have those platforms. So do a super chat if you have to. All right, everybody. I'm sending you lots of love and happy Easter. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.